Look around. While traditional businesses are fighting for scraps, trying to sell cheap things to broke people, a massive wealth shift is happening right under our noses. The old models are struggling. Inflation is high and the average consumer is pinching pennies. But here is the dirty little secret about 2025. The wealthy have more disposable income than ever before, and they are absolutely desperate to spend it on very specific, very emotional things. According to business expert Natalie Dawson, if you want to build a highly profitable business this year, you need to completely change your mindset. You must stop selling basic necessities to everyone and start selling luxury, peace of mind, and extra time to the top 20%. Dawson identified 4 specific industries that are absolutely exploding right now because they tap directly into the psychology of the modern wealthy consumer. Let us kick things off with industry number 1. It is recession-proof, completely irrational, and incredibly lucrative. Welcome to the pet economy. Forget basic kibble and a cheap chew toy. We are talking about a luxury market projected to hit a staggering $251 billion by 2030. $251 billion. To put that in perspective, people are now spending more on their furry companions than on their own personal health care. We have moved way past organic dog treats. The real money is in premium services. Think doggy day spas, canine acupuncture, and luxury pet hydrotherapy. There are literal fine dining experiences for golden retrievers that cost more than a Michelin star meal for a human, and owners happily pay it without blinking. Why? Because the psychology has completely shifted. Pets are no longer just animals, they are substitute children, and nobody bargain hunts for their children. When you sell to a pet owner, you are selling directly to their heart, completely bypassing their logical brain. And emotional purchases have absolutely no price ceiling. This is exactly why Dawson places the pet industry at the top. The profit margins on luxury pet goods are astronomical because the perceived value is simply love. So, if you can make a dog look stylish or a cat feel relaxed, you practically have a license to print money. But wait, what about the humans? That brings us to industry number 2. If people will spend infinite money to keep their dogs happy, what will they spend to keep themselves alive? Welcome to the wellness and longevity market. This is no longer just about joining a gym or eating a salad. It is an obsession. This industry is growing at a massive 8.6% annually and is projected to hit a mind-bending $8.5 trillion by 2027. We are talking about CEOs voluntarily freezing themselves in ice baths at 5 a.m., paying thousands for custom vitamin IV drips and tracking every heartbeat. They are practically trying to biohack their way to immortality. It looks completely insane to normal people, but to the ultra-rich, it is an investment. Here is the core psychology driving this trend. Wealthy people have solved the money problem. The only thing they are running out of is time. If a billionaire could pay $10 million to buy just one extra healthy year of life, they would wire the money right now without hesitation. Natalie Dawson points out a crucial distinction here. Traditional healthcare fixes you when you are broken. The new wellness industry optimizes you when you are fine. People complain about paying a $50 medical copay at the doctor, but they will eagerly drop $5,000 on a personalized longevity supplement program. It all comes down to 2 of the most powerful marketing tools in human history, the profound fear of death and massive ego. So far, we have seen that guilt over your pets and fear of your own mortality are incredible money printers. But what about guilt over the entire planet? Let us talk about eco-anxiety. People are terrified that the ice caps are melting and the oceans are boiling, and as usual, capitalism has found a highly profitable way to package that anxiety into a premium product. They call it the green premium. Welcome to industry number 3, eco-friendly and sustainable products. This sector is growing at nearly 10%, completely crushing traditional goods. Why? Because wealthy consumers will gladly pay a 30% markup just for the privilege of feeling like they are saving the world while they shop. It is called the green premium. You take a perfectly normal product, wrap it in brown recycled paper, stamp a green leaf on it, and triple the price. And the crazy part? The wealthy consumer happily pays it. Why? Because they are not actually buying a cup of coffee or a bamboo toothbrush. Dawson notes that in this market, the product is secondary. What you are truly selling is moral superiority and absolution from eco-guilt. The word sustainable acts like a magic spell on the wallets of the upper middle class. It transforms ordinary commodities into luxury status symbols. even if the product is objectively worse. Like, let us be honest, nobody actually enjoys drinking through a paper straw that dissolves in 3 minutes. But they will endure the soggy straw because it perfectly balances out the guilt of driving their massive gas-guzzling SUV to the organic grocery store. In the eco-friendly market, you are not selling utility, you are selling identity, you are selling virtue signaling as a premium service. So we have covered love for pets, fear of death, and guilt over the planet, 3 massive, irrational, incredibly profitable emotional triggers. But what if you do not want to sell to consumers at all? Consumers are fickle. They complain. They leave bad reviews. According to Natalie Dawson, the ultimate hack for 2025 is to sell to the people who are already making all this money. Welcome to B2B. Industry number 4 is high-ticket business-to-business services. This is the quietest yet most explosive wealth generator on the list. The math is simple. Would you rather convince 1,000 individual people to buy a $10 product? Or convince just one business to pay you $10,000. Businesses have money and they are happy to spend it if you can solve a problem that saves them time or makes them even more money. We are talking about specialized consulting, elite marketing agencies, and custom software solutions. You are not selling a product, you are selling an ROI. If you can make a business owner's life easier, they will write you a check so big it would take you 10 years to make that selling bamboo toothbrushes. Unlike the first 3 industries, which rely heavily on emotion, guilt, and fear, the B2B market is driven by cold, hard, beautiful logic. A regular consumer will agonize for 3 days over spending $50. A business owner will authorize $50,000 before their morning coffee. If they believe that $50,000 investment will generate $100,000 in return, it is purely mathematical. In B2B, you are not selling a product, you are selling a machine where they put $1 in and get $3 out. Natalie emphasizes that the only 3 letters that matter in this industry are ROI, return on investment. If you can prove it, you can charge anything. Think about the alternative. In normal retail, a customer will leave a furious 1-star review because their package arrived 10 minutes late or the box was scratched. But a B2B client does not care about fancy packaging. If your software increased their sales by 15%, they will quietly renew their contract for years. What does this look like in reality? It looks like SaaS, software as a service, building a tool that automates a boring task for corporate offices. Looks like high-ticket consulting. Taking your specialized knowledge and charging companies a premium retainer just to tell them what they are doing wrong. And it looks like elite marketing agencies, the companies that know how to find the customers we talked about earlier and funnel them directly to businesses. Here is the biggest secret about B2B businesses. They are usually incredibly boring. You cannot brag about them at a dinner party. People want to start sexy businesses like a trendy restaurant or a clothing brand. But those businesses have razor-thin margins and massive failure rates. Meanwhile, the guy running a boring B2B supply chain software company from his basement is quietly printing millions of dollars without anyone knowing his name. So we have 4 distinct industries: pet pampering, immortality, eco-guilt, and B2B logic. On the surface, they seem completely different from each other. But according to Natalie Dawson, there is a singular master formula connecting all of them, a psychological blueprint for making money in 2025. And it is incredibly simple. The formula linking all these profitable industries is not about what you sell, it is entirely about who you are selling to and how you package it. Dawson emphasizes that the most successful businesses in 2025 completely ignore the bottom 80% of the market. They ruthlessly target the top. Why? Because of the Pareto principle on steroids. The top 20% hold almost all the disposable income, and they are begging for ways to spend it. This leads to Natalie's next core concept, high-ticket pricing. Do not compete on price, compete on value and perceived luxury. You can either exhaust yourself selling a $10 item to 100 people, or you can relax and sell a $1,000 service to one person. Here is a bizarre psychological glitch. Wealthy buyers often associate low prices with low quality. Charging more actually makes them want it more. Step 1 of the formula: identify a painful, annoying problem that a wealthy person or a business does not want to deal with. Step 2, offer a premium, frictionless solution. You do not just fix the problem, you make the problem disappear like magic and roll out the red carpet. Remember, to these clients, time is infinitely more valuable than money. If you can save them a headache, price is rarely an objection. Let us apply this formula. For pets, you do not just start a $20 dog walking gig. You launch a premium pet concierge service for executives. Wellness, you do not sell generic vitamins in a plastic bottle. You sell a customized $5,000 longevity protocol delivered in a locked metal briefcase. For eco-friendly products, you do not just sell cheap green soap. You build an ultra-premium sustainable lifestyle brand that makes the buyer look like a hero. And for B2B, you are not a cheap freelancer charging by the hour. You are an elite growth consultant operating on a high-value retainer. It always boils down to this exact equation. If you can provide elevated social status and buy back their time, you can write your own ticket in 2025. That sounds great for established entrepreneurs. But what if you're sitting at home right now, looking at an empty wallet, wondering how you can possibly start? You do not need millions of dollars to build a factory, invent a new supplement, or develop complex software. That is a trap for amateurs. If you have zero capital, you do not sell physical products. You sell services. You become the frictionless bridge between the wealthy and their desires. Natalie Dawson points out that service-based businesses require zero inventory, zero manufacturing overhead, and can be started today with just a cell phone. Take the pet industry. Do not try to formulate organic dog food. Start a premium mobile pet grooming or high-end pet photography service. A wealthy owner will gladly pay you $500 just to make their golden retriever look like a royal prince for Instagram. You have almost zero product cost. You are simply trading your time and a pair of scissors for a slice of their massive disposable income. What about wellness? Do not open a multi-million-dollar longevity clinic, become a high-ticket longevity habit coach, or a specialized meal prep coordinator. CEOs are way too busy to plan their own biohacking schedules. They will gladly pay a premium retainer for someone to manage their daily optimization routine. As Natalie suggests, you are selling accountability and time saving. The client gets all the health benefits without doing any of the administrative work. In the eco-friendly space, do not manufacture bamboo toothbrushes. Offer a B2B sustainability audit service for local businesses. Companies desperately want to look green for PR purposes. You charge them $5,000 just to tell them how to reduce their paper waste. They get the coveted eco-friendly status to attract wealthy customers, and you get a massive check for doing basic administrative consulting. This is the true secret: service arbitrage. In the beginning, you use your own time to solve high-value problems for people who have no time. Your time is essentially free capital. You convert your free hours into their highly concentrated wealth simply by removing their daily friction. But wait, if you're trading your time for money, aren't you just creating another exhausting job for yourself? How do you actually get rich? If you do all the high-ticket work yourself, you haven't built a business. You have just built yourself a very lucrative prison. Natalie Dawson calls this the trap of the operator. The only way to escape it and scale to millions is through the magic of leverage. Leverage, in business, is the art of buying other people's time to multiply your own. You decouple your income from your personal hours. Here's how it works. You close the high-ticket client for $10,000. Then you pay a skilled specialist $3,000 to fulfill the service. You keep the remaining $7,000 purely for connecting the problem with the solution. You just bought back your time and kept the profit. Back to our examples. You do not personally groom the dogs or pull the chariot. You manage a team of elite groomers who do it for you. In wellness, you do not blend the celery juice yourself. You hire virtual assistants and certified coaches to fulfill the protocol while you monitor the dashboard. For B2B consulting, you hire junior analysts to collect the data and do the audits. You simply step in at the end to present the final result. By buying other people's time, you elevate yourself from an exhausted operator sweating in the trenches into a true business owner directing the orchestra. But wait, how do you ensure the people you hire do not completely ruin your premium service? Dawson points to the ultimate secret weapon, SOPs, standard operating procedures. An SOP is a foolproof step-by-step manual that documents exactly how every single task in your business must be done. If your business relies entirely on your personal genius and memory to survive, it is incredibly fragile and completely worthless to an investor. But with strict SOPs, you make the business idiot-proof. You can plug any competent person into your machine and get the exact same premium result every time. Suddenly, your earning potential is no longer tied to the 24 hours in your day. By combining leverage and systems, your income becomes theoretically infinite. Because the ultimate flex in 2025 is not working 100 hours a week, it is building a high-ticket system that prints money while you sleep on a beach. But let me pull you out of the daydream for a second. Let us talk about the harsh, uncomfortable reality of everything we just discussed. Videos like this make it sound incredibly easy. Just pick a wealthy niche, charge high prices, hire someone, and retire to an island. But here is the ugly truth. 99% of the people watching this video will do absolutely nothing with this information. You will finish this video, get a quick hit of dopamine, feel like a successful entrepreneur for 5 minutes, and then scroll to the next video. This is called analysis paralysis. Your brain gets bloated with advanced business theories, but your hands build absolutely nothing. The reality of building a B2B service or a premium brand is that the beginning is pure, unglamorous friction. It is actively painful. It looks like sending 200 personalized cold emails to business owners and getting exactly 0 responses. Looks like getting laughed at on a sales call, feeling like a complete imposter and wanting to quit every single day. When that friction hits, the 99% retreat to the safety of their comfortable, predictable jobs where they don't have to face rejection because society has conditioned us to expect immediate rewards. You put in 8 hours of work today, you expect to get paid for 8 hours today. But entrepreneurship is putting in thousands of hours upfront for 0 pay, with only the stubborn hope of a massive delayed payoff years later. Even Natalie Dawson didn't just wake up with a $100 million empire. She spent years grinding in the trenches before she ever saw the spotlight. The secret isn't finding the magical, perfect idea. All 4 of the industries we mentioned are highly profitable. The idea is irrelevant. The real magic is execution. A mediocre idea executed with ruthless consistency will always beat a genius idea that stays trapped in your head. So the question isn't, which of these 4 businesses should I start? The real question is, are you willing to eat dirt for 2 years to make it work? If you are still here and you are actually part of the 1% willing to execute, let us quickly recap your playbook for 2025. Industry 1, the pet economy. Selling premium emotional comfort and luxury services to people who treat animals better than humans. Industry 2, wellness and longevity. Monetizing the profound fear of death by selling high-ticket biohacking routines to stressed executives. Industry 3, the green premium. Selling moral superiority and guilt-free consumption through luxury eco-friendly branding and sustainability audits. And Industry 4, B2B Services, the quietest money printer of them all. Trading measurable ROI for massive checks from emotionless businesses. The golden rule wrapping all of this together is who you are targeting. In 2025, the middle class is getting completely squeezed out by inflation. Trying to sell cheap products to average people means competing for shrinking wallets. It is a race to the bottom, and nobody wins a race to the bottom. But the ultra-wealthy and large corporations are effectively shielded. Their assets grow with inflation. They are playing a completely different game. If you want to build a profitable business, you cannot be romantic. You have to cross the bridge. You have to sell to the people who actually have the money. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. But wait, won't artificial intelligence just take over all these service businesses anyway? Here is the reality. AI is an incredible tool, but it lacks the 2 most important things in high-ticket sales: human empathy and trust. A CEO is not going to wire $50,000 to a ChatGPT prompt. They wire it to a human being they trust to oversee the AI tools and guarantee the result. AI is not your replacement. It is your ultimate lever. It allows you, a single operator, to deliver the output of a 10-person agency. So there you have it, the 2025 blueprint. Pick a high-ticket problem, target the wealthy, use AI and contractors for leverage, and build strict SOPs. The map is literally right in front of you. The only remaining variable is whether you are going to close this tab and go back to sleep or get to work. Because watching YouTube videos about making money does not actually print money. It just makes the YouTube algorithm rich. Execution is everything. The gold rush of 2025 is already happening. The map is in your hands. Now it is time to pick up the shovel and start digging. A massive shout out to Natalie Dawson for the brilliant insights that inspired this breakdown. If you want deep dives into team building and scaling, go check out her channel. And if you want more no-nonsense, animated breakdowns of the business world's biggest secrets, hit that subscribe button right now. Do not just tap the like button, execute it. Smash it with a giant hammer to feed the algorithm so we can keep making these videos. I want to hear from you down in the comments. Which of these 4 high-ticket niches are you going to tackle this year? Pets, wellness, eco, or B2B? Maybe you will combine them all and start an eco-friendly B2B wellness spa for billionaire dogs? Who knows? The market is crazy enough. Whatever you choose, remember that the clock is ticking and the money printer is waiting. Until next time, stay sharp and keep building. See you all in the next video. Now get off YouTube and go execute.